probably not gonna show my entire warm-up, but I'll just show some of it. So today I have heavy deadlifts. Try to get myself as amped as possible during my warm-up because I usually psych myself out. So a lot of this in the beginning is opening up my hips. So this right here is the world's greatest stretch. I don't even know if I did an even amount on each side. So everybody's warm-up's gonna be a little bit different. Everybody requires different things in their warm-up. Obviously there's all those generic warm-ups you can do, especially for somebody who's like on a short time restraint and you just wanna get through it, get to the weights and start warming up. However, if you're doing something like I am today and you train a little bit more seriously, as in like heavy lifting, and you're gonna be doing things like heavy deadlifts or squats or whatever the case is, obviously you always want to warm up properly, but especially for these very taxing movements, especially deadlifts, you want to make sure that you're giving your body the warm up it needs so that you can perform optimally and reduce any risk of injury. Now here's a fun one, decompress the lower spine a little bit. So hopefully the volume isn't all jacked up when I do this because I'm gonna be spinning like a roller coaster. So I just have my legs in a comfortable V stance, reaching forward, rolling back. And I think I just broke my hair clip. I forgot I was wearing a hair clip. We gotta warm up. So roll forward, now roll back, tap. Obviously, if you can't tap, you don't need to. You could literally just go like this and that would be plenty. But I like to go as far back as I can. And the idea is that each time you can reach a little further, roll back a little further, really feel the tension here, loosen up, feel those hips widen up. Watch me not even be in the shot for like half of this. I'm gonna do a little bit of core warming up, very important, especially on deadlift day. So you have that really good core engagement. I always like to do some bird dogs. Just gonna engage that core. I like to hold it for like 1 to 2 seconds, really like challenge my core. I always forget which side I started on. And now let's go do our deadlifts and see how we're feeling. If we're feeling super strong or if we're feeling like, maybe today's not the day. We'll see. Right now I'm setting up for my first warm-up set. Really test how I'm feeling through these warm-up sets. When you deadlift, especially heavy, warm-up sets are vital, extremely important. It's important to take your body through that movement and slowly work up to your working weight and never just jump right into your heavy set weight. That's like a one-way ticket to injury land. I'm on my second warm-up set. I've now added 25 to the bar, slowly, just working up. Did 5 at that first set. Now I'm gonna do 3 here. So again, keeping the reps very low. This is not meant to fatigue you. Feels good. I see people give tips on this all the time about loading your bar when it's heavy. I always suggest like putting a little plate down and sliding this up on it so it gives you that extra room to just slide the plate on. That's a good tip, but it's just, you don't need to do all that. So in most gyms, they have like a collection of different plates they collect over the years. What you want to do is grab bumper plates or plates like this where they have a rubber outing. They will always be taller than standard conventional plates. So once you have a plate on like this or a bumper plate, you grab the standard plates and they slide right on. You don't got to do anything else. It's the easiest, quickest method. Now, if your gym is brand new and all the plates are the same, that was the most useless piece of information I could have ever given. Now, the only thing you do need to do is make sure you can find another matching plate the same size. Voila. So from here on out for my warm-up sets, I'm just going to be pulling 1 because again, I'm not trying to fatigue myself. And those felt good, but I don't feel like it was heavy enough to really know if I'm in that 1 RM mindset yet. I'm gonna keep testing it out because I'm still a little bit of ways from my working weight anyways for what else I have planned if I don't want to do that. And it's usually at this point I'll switch from my overhand grip to my switch grip because it is a stronger grip if you're not going to be using wraps, and I don't use wraps while deadlifting. And then as it keeps getting heavier, I'll eventually incorporate chalk because I do get sweaty hands and it helps you grip the bar better. Especially if you're not using a deadlift bar, you're just using a standard conventional bar. These bars are much harder to deadlift with than a deadlift bar. felt good. Let's keep going up. I'm gonna add 15 next. I'm gonna start grabbing chalk now. Hands are getting sweaty. Now this is going to be my last warm-up set, as in my deciding factor of whether or not I wanna try to go for a 1 RM. That felt good. All right, so I decided this is actually going to be my deciding factor of 1 RM testing or not set, because I'm gonna incorporate my belt, some chalk, see how it feels. Felt pretty good. One rep max test. To say I'm nervous is an understatement. Don't black out. All right, now I'm gonna do step ups, and I'm opting for the Smith machine just to give my stabilizers a break after that taxing PR hit. And then with my step ups, I always like a low bar placement so I can be a little bit more leaned over to really engage my glutes and get them in that stretch position. Really make sure to drive through with my glute, really feel it working. Notice how I'm bent over pretty much the entire way through. I'm also going really slow and controlling the reps. Okay, switchy the legs. Bar keeps sliding up. So sweaty. Last set of this torturous exercise. All right, so what I do is grab 2 pads. You grab foam pads, your hip thrust pad works for this. A lot of abduction machines, their end position has this gap here. This is all range you're losing in your glutes. You see how much gap space there is here? So putting these here inside, see how my legs are now together? And when I get into position, I like to do a forward lean, be more towards the edge. I grab this to brace, but now my legs are together. I have more, I'm taking them through a bigger range of motion, which overall is just better. Not all machines are like that, but most abduction machines are built kind of crappy. So doing this solves it. And now I'm not losing out on any range. you have an issue when you do glute cable kickbacks with your foot skidding on the ground, grab a plate and put it beside where you would normally place your standing leg and use that, and that will help give you that elevation so that you keep from your foot skidding the floor, because I understand how annoying that is, and this will solve all your problems. Also, when I perform my glute cable kickbacks, I know everybody likes to do them differently. I prefer to have a slight lean over to get all that pressure and contact off my lower back. That's what feels best for me. Keeping my core engaged and kicking up just high enough to get my glute in a full contraction at the top. So you don't want to do this, because that's just all lower back and taking it off the glutes. So just high enough to feel your full contraction in your glute and you're good.
Hey guys, VoiceOver Hunter here. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of something new and different for this week's workout, a bit of a more raw view into my training. I don't know if every video will be like this. Maybe I'll do one a week like my other format where it's straight tutorial style, and then I could do one where it's more like this of just my raw training, or maybe I'll do a mix of both. I'm just trying different things out. I really liked it, but I do want to know what you guys think, so make sure you let me know down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.